It's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and it pushes way forward to about the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go. 4 yards remain for second down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. On second down, here's Mixon. And some strong running.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Play action. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Flush to his right. He spins through and down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah there to make the grab. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Byron Pringle now to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The KC offense set to go led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Mahomes going to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A handoff to Mixon, dancing away at the 35. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Buying time to his left. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers squaring off against the Los Angeles Rams. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied, and this is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This is taken around the 12, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals. Now, their passing game has certainly been buoyed by some unbelievable catches.
I love that word because if you're the quarterback, if you're the guy throwing it, buoyed would be the word, wouldn't it? Because right now I think his confidence level is so high, I just throw it out there. They will go get it, and we're seeing some fantastic catches and some great plays as a result.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. On 2nd and 9, Burrow with slant caught by Chase. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow dancing to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
1st down. Here's Burrow. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there for Cincinnati. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow steps away to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This time, Burrow will look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have taken the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They run once more with McCannon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's a give to Mixon. Chris Jones on the stop. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Back to Mixon on second down.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On third down, Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and take
touchdown Bengals. That's caught.
Jamar Chase.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 21-7. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing, Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, ooh, the juke. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mahomes to throw it. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. That time a 9-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Big 13! Big 13!
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon, and he'll go down at the 28. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, it would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into the wall here, and they'll stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
KC's offense ready to take over. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Here's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Bengals, yes, the Bengals are going to the Super Bowl as we say thank you for watching and good night. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.